So then, feng shui experts are predicting a turbulent year for investors, but what will the year of the pig mean for the rest of us?
Well, one person who claims to know the answer to that is Master Albert Cheung. He's a scholar and teacher of Chinese metaphysics, and he joins us now. Thanks very much for joining us, Albert.
Gong hei fat shy.
Gong hei fat shy to
you.
you.
All of you a happy and prosperous new year.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now, Albert, one usually thinks of a pig as pretty easygoing, rolling in the mud, you know, but apparently we've got fireworks to look forward to. How's that?
Well, okay, now let's have a look, you know, at how we translate, you know, the year of the pig into, well, if we look into the meaning according to the Chinese calendar code. Now, for every year, we actually have what we call the heavenly stem, you know, and the earthly branches. And this year, we have the heavenly stem as the fire and the earthly branch as the water. Now, the trend of the fire tends to go up, and the trend of the water tends to go down. So the two energies doesn't actually merge. So what it means is actually we will still have, you know, what we call the conflict and this harmony, you know, in the year 2007. But if we look at it in more details, the yin water element contains the element water. This water and the yin fire actually, you know, got into conjunction, you know, which is what we call a good conjunction and take away the elements of the fire. So overall speaking, what I would like to say is in the year 2007, the world would be a more peaceful year than the year 2006. Right. At least like a week ago, we see the North Korean crisis actually having workout, right?
Yes. Yeah. So although there'll be some conflict around, a bit more peaceful than in the past, people look at these things very much about their own sign.
Oh, yeah.
And they wonder how this year is going to come to us. And some years are good years for people and not for other signs. So if we're looking as we head into the pig, the year of the pig, who's going to do well? What signs?
Well, I think there are three signs that I would like to point out that will do particularly well in this year. They will be the sign of the goat, the sign of the rabbit, and the sign of the tiger. Just to explain very briefly, it's because the goat and the rabbit are forming what we call, you know, an auspicious trine, you know, and also the tiger with the with the animal sign pig are forming what we call an auspicious aspect of the square.
And what about the inauspicious years? Because some
inauspicious,
the luck doesn't run.
Well, let's say the most inauspicious sign will be the snake, because it is what we call in direct opposition, you know, in the star chart, 180 degrees. And the next one being the monkey, and the least being the pig.
Okay, can I be a bit selfish here? What sort of year is it going to be for rats, since we're both rats?
Well, rats, I think, is what we call so-so. I think in this year you have got a good combination of what we call the dark stars and also the bright stars. But what is worth to point out is for those people who are still single, you know, you probably enjoy a good year in terms of love life.
Oh, let's hope for all.
Not very good news for those people who are married.
Oh.
You need to be more cautious in managing the relationship.
There's always that side of it. Now tell me, a few big names that everyone knows. What sort of a year is it going to be? You've done the work on George W. Bush. How's the year of the pig going to be for the president?
Just a couple of days ago, I do some prediction based on, you know, the hexagrams of I Ching, and I pull out the card called Vanquishing of the Light. Now, vanquishing of the light means the light is being blocked by the earth. Which literally means in the coming year, President George Bush probably couldn't find the sun. So the sun is actually the power. So he actually lacks the power and the light, you know, to carry out the plans and projects that he want to implement for the year 2007, which can be good news.
So,
for his opponents. What about for a presidential candidate, Hillary Clinton? What sort of year is it going to be for her?
Hillary Clinton, it seems she's going to enjoy a pretty lucky year. The card that I have got out for her is what we call the card called the courtship. Now, courtship in her political career means she will be easier, you know, to find the support, you know, that she will need. She'll be able to secure a good relationship with the people around her. Obviously, that will be a very good help, you know, in her political career, especially for the next year presidency.
Well, she's certainly got a big year on, Albert Cheung. Unfortunately, all we've got time for. We were looking forward to what you might say about Barack Obama and various others, but for